Thank you, Caroline. Some voters in Coventry say they didn't realize the consequences of voting down a town budget last week.
The revelations were made at a packed town meeting tonight as the town is still in the process of deciding on a budget. The vote was a result of the school district having to make $2 million in cuts, handing out pink slips to hundreds of teachers and putting their school programs on the chopping block.
Eyewitness News reporter Sheena Losciuto was at the heated meeting and joins us with what else was said new tonight. Sheena?
Well, several people spoke up tonight saying they are so proud of the Coventry school system, and now they're worried about what these proposed budget cuts would do to it. The town council says they want to keep the schools strong, but ultimately it's up to the voters. It was hard to find a spot at Wednesday's Coventry town meeting.
We wanted that budget. It's the taxpayers that voted this budget down. We're not the enemy here. We tried to present a budget.
Even the overflow room was full where people watched a live stream.
If they had known and they'd voted, they would have voted yes.
The town council's question, where was all the interest the first time around? Town council president Carrie McGee mentioned how only 8% of voters weighed on the budget. That failed. At the meeting, there were two new potential town budgets being presented.
Why did no one come to my door and ring my doorbell to discuss the urgency of how important it was to pass this budget?
Several people spoke up saying it wasn't clear what was at stake when they voted, arguing that if more people did know, they would have preferred the initial budget over what's being proposed now. Kimberly Shockley says the new budget may come with less taxes, but the consequences, like cutting school programs and teachers, is much worse.
I'm saying that as taxpayers, if I were given the choice on what to vote for next, it would be the budget I voted on last week.
It's mandated by the town charter that we come back with a different modified budget in the event that a budget is not passed on the first attempt.
Now, there was no vote taken tonight. There is another public meeting being held on Thursday night at Coventry High School. And that's where we are expecting to learn more about the impending teacher layoffs as well. I'm Sheena Losciuto, Eyewitness News.